Hey everyone, and welcome back to Space Lizard Exotics. I'm so stoked to do this video today. You know why? Because we're doing a new enclosure for Estrella. Switching over to a larger enclosure, so let's go have fun. Let's put some goodies in there for her. Let's get this little show on the road. Let's go. We're going to be putting Estrella in this wonderful, gorgeous, amazing 18 by 24 Exoterra, super rad. This was actually the one that Lilith was in. We upgraded her, obviously. If you haven't checked out that video yet, go check it out. It's actually a really fun video with the emerald tree boa. So we're gonna be putting Estrella in here. We already got the cool branch. I might have to do some cutting and crazy things, but this is what we're gonna be putting down right now. Ready for this? I'm gonna disappear for 2 seconds. You remember this. You remember this in the last video. Substratum, I love doing this as the bottom layer. So let's get cracking on building this awesome enclosure out. We already got the heat pad on the bottom there. Wonderful for a boreal species, especially because it's gonna keep that humidity rad. I've noticed a way better, way better shedding when you do that too. So rather than having the top heat, no bueno. But let's just pour some of these in there, get some good little B-roll shots, and let's see it up. After, of course, you put that in there, you kind of want to even that out. This is wonderful for a lot of reasons. One, it's bioactive ready, so it's volcanic ash soil, and with the springtails and all that jazz, it's amazing. And honestly, noticing a huge difference with the plants. They've exploded, like no shit. With this stuff in there, noticed a huge difference. But what we have to do, gotta wet this down. So wet this down real quick. So wet that down real nice. That way, it starts, getting that all nice humidity going inside the enclosure. Once we get the snake in there, once we get the soil on top of there, super cool. I'm excited. Now, what I'm doing in this video, I am using some Reptisoil. I do use Reptisoil quite often. It's soil. It's nothing too crazy. It's not a bad soil. It's, for especially if you do amend it with other things, works pretty damn good. So we're gonna use some Reptisoil in this case. Gonna also use some sphagnum moss in there, mix that up. I do have some beneficial insects in there, some isopods already in her other enclosure. We're actually gonna transfer those over to this one too. All right, I failed. Okay, you ready for that? I actually have to just start mixing something in this bag, so we're gonna try to measure this. All right, so I didn't have a tote ready to mix soil, so what they say when you're on the farm. That's all they say when you're on the farm. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it's a saying, okay? But I'm gonna put some sphagnum moss in there, bam. More in there, God. Throw that over there. Smile a little bit at the camera. Come on over everyone, check this out. Check out what Eliente's doing. So what I'm doing in here, gonna kind of break all this up in here. Like I said, usually get a tote. Don't do what I'm technically doing right now. But what you want to do also, gonna get a little bit of moisture in there. Makes it a little bit easier to break that up and get that sphagnum moss all nice and mixed. Pour that in there. And we do got to go to the reptile store today, my favorite reptile store ever, for this enclosure. So we're gonna put the soil on top of that awesome substratum. Bam. Look at that. Like I said, we are gonna be putting some of the beneficial insects that were in there, but I do want to pick up another container of them too, because the more beneficial insects you have, the more cool ecosystem you got going on. It's cool, right? And especially with the boreal species, green tree pythons, emerald tree boas, very important. You want a super, very moist soil. Get that all you can even kind of do that on top. Even if some of that mixes a little bit, I should have probably wet this a little bit more. Like I said, if you have a tote, get this nice and moist before you put it in. But if you're doing what I'm doing right now, kind of just in the middle of the day, you're like, you know what? I really gotta get her a new enclosure. Didn't have really shit prepped. We gotta do this a little bit. So that way this stays really nice for her and you don't have a problem with this holding humidity. So in the midst of, trying to get this beautiful bread, you saw that beautiful piece of wood that was gonna get in there. Well, I broke the fucking thing. Dude! What the Yeah, kind of crazy. So we're gonna have to rig something a little bit different. But nevertheless, it's okay, we got this. So see how this turns out. All right, so I think this is gonna work out. So check this out. So I had to kind of rig some things up as like a brace. I think she'll be really happy with this. It gives her a lot of perch areas, as well as kind of if she needs to come down here, stay a little bit cooler, or get some water, tack some prey. Super rad, because you know why? She actually live feeds. Super rad. So we're gonna hit this one more time because we're gonna put this mighty pothos in there, and they thrive. They do very well. So if you are looking into plants, pothos, marble pothos, queen pothos, queen marble pothos, all those jazz. This is a golden pothos, and put this in here, see how this goes. Bam. I'm not really worried about it not having crazy roots because I've seen what these plants do inside the enclosure, and trust me, you're just looking at this like, oh my god, Ellie, this plant's not gonna survive. Watch me whip and watch me nay.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You understand? I don't even understand. So we're actually gonna put this plant right behind here. Get some of those roots up in there. Now these pothos are like, that's why we call them the mighty pothos. They do not fuck around inside enclosures, and soon this plant will just be like the other enclosures that we have in there. Super cool. And let's put some more things in there. Oh my goodness. We're gonna put a wandering Jew in there. These are absolutely awesome. We're gonna put that little bad boy right in that corner over there. I think that would be fantastic. So let's get this beautiful plant up. We're gonna take some of the soil down a little bit. We don't need all of that. And I'm gonna put that one right over here. Look at that, bam. Just gonna give it a little spray down too. Spray where it's gonna be going. Keep them nice and moist as well. So later on this week, I am gonna pick up some more pothos and some other things right now. These are the only plants that I really have ready to go in there right now that are gonna be awesome to put in there. But here, I'll keep you updated with this fun enclosure. We're gonna spray this down again. We're gonna get that beautiful gal out of there. I'm gonna grab some of that soil as well, put that in there because it does have beneficial insects. We're gonna see how she does. Show off a little Estrella. Put some Germex on and go wash my hands. Well, I went to my favorite pet store. I've got some wonderful things. So I actually picked up some more springtails. Check these babies out. Oh my gosh. Full, amazing springtails. Awesome. Look at those hopping around. So we're gonna put these in this enclosure, as well as, check this out. We got some isopods, some Borneos. So let's have some fun and let's put this in here. So sprinkle those all around. We're gonna put this whole thing in there. And what they do with this, they're literally nice, wonderful cleanup crew. And they are in charcoal right now. So just kind of get them all out of there, bam. So those are in there, gonna let them do their thing, let them thrive. They're already hopping around. Look at that, bam. Hopping around, being glorious. We're gonna put some of these creatures in here too. Look at these little isopods. They're kind of hard to see, but they're not all pretty like the Oreo crumbles or the orange scabers or anything like that. Probably can't. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Running. Oh. He's just screaming, running away for his life. All right, I'm super stoked. This beautiful, amazing gal deserves a brand new enclosure. Oh my God, she's amazing. One of the sweetest I've ever honestly encountered. All right, so we finally got this amazing, beautiful sarong off her other branch there. I love this snake so much. She's so amazing and gorgeous. Such a sweetheart too. Like for a green tree python that does live feeding only, not aggressive. So let's get her in her new enclosure. Let's see how she reacts. And like it. All right, everyone. So I thought that was a really fun video to just show everyone we're going to be doing some updates with the enclosures. Now, keep in mind, this is by far not done yet. We have a lot of other plants to do in there, and eventually I am going to build some siding for a lot of the glass enclosures in here. They feel a lot more secure, especially if the sides are kind of blacked out. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Check this out. I think she's digging it, and we're going to let her kind of get acclimated to the whole thing. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to Space Lizard Exotics. Thank you so much for all the support. If you do like this sort of things, definitely subscribe. It's always wonderful to hear from you. Questions, comments, emotional outbursts. Hit us up on all social media platforms as well, TikTok and Instagram. We'll see you all next time and hope you all stay ready.